Hi there, everyone. Welcome to Story Time with Stacey. I'm Stacey, and I have a really special story for you today. It is called Rabbit and Bear Make a Wish. If you want to go ahead and get settled, we will get started here in just a sec. I'm really excited to share this story with you. So are you ready to read this? I am too. Let's get going.
Rabbit and Bear Make a Wish by Tara Shannon. Make a wish, said Bear. It's just a weed, said Rabbit. It doesn't grant wishes. Who says it's just a weed? Asked Bear. Everyone, replied Rabbit. If everyone said you were something that you are not, would it be true? Asked Bear. No, said Rabbit. Well then, is it possible that a dandelion can be more than just a weed? Asked Bear. Rabbit thought about this while looking closer at the plant. It was intricate and lovely, with shades of buttery yellow when in full bloom, that faded into soft white before dispersing on the breeze like a kind of snow. Maybe I was wrong, said Rabbit. I think you might be right, said Bear. Make a wish, said the dandelion. But where will you go? Asked Rabbit. We will become your wish, and one day we will return to you, replied the dandelions. You mean you won't die? Rabbit asked. No, laughed the dandelions. A wish can never die. It can only come true. I'm afraid, said Rabbit. What are you afraid of? Asked Bear. I don't know, replied Rabbit. I just am. Then I will sit with you until you're not afraid any more, said Bear. We will face it together. The future seems so far away and scary, said Rabbit. Keep faith, said Bear. Things have a way of working out. What matters most is now. I feel lost, said Rabbit. Then I'll be lost too, said Bear. We can't both be lost, said Rabbit. Why not? Asked Bear. How will we be found? Asked Rabbit. Well, it seems to me that if we're lost together, we will already have found all that we need, said Bear. I feel helpless, said Rabbit. Then you should help someone, said Bear. Is all hope lost? Asked Rabbit. Listen to the robin's song and look at the flowers in bloom, said Bear. Hope is not lost. It is returning. Why do things break? Asked Rabbit. Sometimes things need to break so they can be made stronger, said Bear. What's the hardest thing you've ever had to do? Asked Rabbit. Say goodbye, said Bear. Who should I be? Asked Rabbit. Be yourself, said Bear. Only you know how to do that. We are so different, said Rabbit. Yes, said Bear, but our hearts still beat the same. What can make me happy? Asked Rabbit. You, said Bear. How? Asked Rabbit. Choose to be happy with yourself, even the parts you don't like, said Bear. That doesn't sound hard, said Rabbit. It might be the hardest thing you ever do, said Bear. But it will be worth it. I don't understand, said Rabbit. Do you want me to be happy? Of course. But it doesn't matter what I want, said Bear. You are your only obstacle on the way to your own happiness. Realize that, and lasting happiness can be yours. What are you going to do if you catch one? Asked Bear. Ask how much darkness it had to go through before it was able to shine so bright, said Rabbit. My life is so boring and ordinary, said Rabbit. How so? Asked Bear. It's the same thing every day, said Rabbit. You mean you wake up every day and see the sun rise, smell the flowers, eat some clover, watch the birds and butterflies fly about, and then fall asleep beneath the moon and stars? Asked Bear. Yes, said Rabbit. That sounds like no ordinary magic to me, said Bear. What's magic? Asked Rabbit. It's what happens when you believe, said Bear. Most often when you least expect it. I don't know what to do, said Rabbit. You need to slow down and look for the magic, said Bear. What magic? Asked Rabbit. I don't see it. That's because you're too worried about what happened yesterday and what might happen tomorrow, said Bear. Rabbit took a deep breath. Was this here all along? Asked Rabbit. Yes, said Bear. You just had to slow down to see it. The world can be very loud, said Rabbit. Don't worry, said Bear. You'll learn how to filter out the noise. And then it will be quiet? Asked Rabbit. Then you'll be able to hear what matters, said Bear. I feel like crying, said Rabbit. Then cry, said Bear. It's good to cry when you feel you have to. Why? Asked Rabbit. I thought it was bad. Not at all, said Bear. Even the earth cries when it rains, and without rain, nothing would grow. It's okay to be scared sometimes, said Bear. Just remember every step forward that you take without knowing where you're going also means that you're brave. So very brave. I keep making mistakes, said Rabbit. Everyone makes mistakes, said Bear. But you keep trying. Each time you try, you learn something new. It's okay to fall apart, said the butterfly. Sometimes you have no choice, but it is your choice to rebuild. The how and when is up to you. And when you're whole again, you can look back and say, I've survived. What is luck? Asked Rabbit. It's appreciating what you already have, said Bear. Real wealth doesn't come from things, said Bear. It comes from within. Share kindness like wildfire, and you will be wealthy beyond your wildest dreams. There are so many things that I want to do, said Rabbit. You'd better get started then, said Bear. Tomorrow is not promised. That makes now the perfect time. Sometimes the best thing to do is just let go, said Bear. Of what? Asked Rabbit. Fear, doubt, expectations, replied Bear. And then what? Asked Rabbit. Have faith, said Bear. Can you feel it? Asked Rabbit. What's that? Asked Bear. Everything is going to work out as it should, said Rabbit. It always does, said Bear. Thank you for believing in me, said Rabbit. Of course, said Bear. Do you believe in you? Yes, said Rabbit. Then there's nothing you can't do, said Bear. Thank you. When in need, said Bear, a good friend and a hot cup of tea can work wonders on just about anything, from the common cold to heartache and all points in between. Make a wish. I made a wish and set it free. It floated in circles around my head, whispering endlessly all the things I had said. Those words became seeds that planted in my mind, and with each new day, their roots grew deeper, stronger, and more defined. They stretched all the way to my heart, my fingers, nose, toes, and spine, until at last a flower bloomed that was the most beautiful of its kind. It was me, you see, that flower blooming bright, a seed disguised as a wish that persisted in seeking out the light. And now the time has come that I share my wish for each and every one of you. My wish is simply this: may all your wishes come true.
The end. Now, wasn't that a special story? I thought it was too. I thought that Rabbit learned a lot from the wise old bear, don't you? And I don't know about you, but it made me realize how special life is and how special I am. And I hope it makes you realize how special you are as well, because you are a very special person. And for the project today, you are going to make, isn't this just a fun, colorful sheet? It's called I Am Grateful. And you can print this out. I got a link below for it. And you're going to write down, and if you need help writing down the words, just ask a grown-up to help you, everything that you love in your life. For me, I put my family. What did I put here? I put friends, my story time friends. I'm so grateful for you, my kitties, my house, my stuffed animals, chocolate cake. Love chocolate cake. So good. And then I went ahead and I put some nice bright colors on there. I used crayons, but you can use markers, crayons, colored pencils, paint. The choice is up to you. And make sure to share this with me, okay? Because I would love to see how it turns out. And if you would like to grab your very own copy of this book, I got a link in the description below. Just make sure you ask a grown-up if that's okay, and you can learn more about this great author there as well. She was so nice to mail me a copy of this book. I'm so happy I have it. And again, I'm so glad that you're here, and I love that this channel and our group of friends is growing. And if this is your first time here, I'm so excited you're here. And if you've been here before, welcome back. But if you haven't subscribed to this channel, just make sure you hit that like button and also hit the notification bell so you know when my next story time is going to be, okay? Okay, until next time, keep reading, and I look forward to reading with you again soon.